Shalom, all praises unto Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rucha Kodash, double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the hopeful elect Akim that are teaching this word. Shalom Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rucha Kodash. Now as you can see here, I've got this clip from this interview that I saw, and it's basically got this player on the far right. You'll see in the picture at the far right, his name's Prince Boateng. And he played, he's a Jake from Germany, Jake from Germany. And he pretty much, what it is that he's being interviewed about his career by, Rio Ferdinand, another Jake from over here in the UK. He's been interviewed about his career. And he makes a statement that pretty much when he was at like the pinnacle of his career, playing for like one of the biggest clubs in Europe, AC Milan, there in Italy, pretty much I'm going to play what he says, but the point is our people don't know who they are and they can't escape, racism in this society. That's like a big thing that's always talked about. When people talk about race, it's always about black and white, right? Which is the constructs that the Edomites have set up, right? But the thing is, our people don't understand that what's going on, because here it is, he's an international superstar, multi-millionaire player playing for one of the biggest clubs in Europe. But then he's even going to go into it. He's going to mention what happened to him, but then he's suffering racism. But because our people don't understand who they are, all right? And that they're meant to be racist. If you knew who you are, you'd be in a better position, man, pretty much. If you know who people are, basically, and the fact that to say, Salaki, I'm talking, I want to read the scriptures, I'm going to play the clip also, to say that you're racist, it's not a bad thing, you see? But what it is that our people, they're too busy trying to find equality and fit in with Edomites, but here is they're spewing hatred at you. You're supposed to stick with your own kind, man, know who you are. If our people knew that they're the Israelites, they'll know that the so-called white people that are spewing hatred on them are the Edomites, and you're supposed to do the same back to them. So our people are all confused, man. Even when you're a super celebrity in this world, they're still suffering racism from peon crackers, man. And they're trying to campaign against it and all that. None of that is gonna work, man. You see, they're on top of us right now, man. So it doesn't matter whether our people are mega athletes, mega actors. It doesn't matter. Edomites are on top of us, man. They're the ones oppressing us. All right. But pretty soon the tables are gonna turn. So let me play this clip here. I know I'm just rambling on there.
No, I'm not blind, but I'm not quite, something like that. But it was part of my life growing up. It was always there. You could feel it. People would treat you in a different way. But the biggest incident was, of course, in Milan, because I come from nothing, working so hard, sacrificing things, my family, whatever, to be an AC Milan player. Like when you come to become an AC Milan player, you think there's no more colors. There's no background.
I wanted to pause that there, because he said, you think when you become an AC Milan player, there's no more colours. So here is, he thought he got, this is what happens with a lot of our people. They get into these Edomites industries, whether they're athletes, musicians, whatever it is, and they think that they've got to such a level that they've gone beyond the race barrier. That doesn't exist, man. That doesn't exist. Even Floyd Mayweather said it. I can be a millionaire boxer, I'm just an N-word to them. I can be a poor boxer, I'm still an N-word to them. So that's how it is. That's how this system, this structure is set up, and is ruled and governed by the Edomites, and they hate our people, man. You see, that's the enmity between Jacob and Esau.
You're AC Milan star. So, I thought I made it. Racism is just not there anymore. And then it happened. I was so, devastated.
It was a lower league club you were playing?
Yeah, it was a friendly game. We went there to make some charity for the people, let the kids from this area see the stars from AC Milan. Every ball I touched, they were like, ooh, 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 and then shouting the N-word and ever. So after 15 minutes, I told the referee.
And you got to remember, he's saying that pretty much. Another thing I wanted to say here is that the charity match that he went to play against was for the people of the community of the club that he plays for. So imagine that. He's owned the people, the actual fans of the club he plays for are the ones doing it to him. Not even a rival set of fans. The actual fans of his own club, Oh, even recently, there's a player in Italy, Victor Osimhen. He's a Nigerian player and he plays for Napoli. And recently, Napoli, the club's social media, they got their club's TikTok account, and they put a picture of him the actual club, this is his actual club that he plays for in Italy. They put a picture of him alongside basically a coconut underneath him, calling him a coconut. You know, equating coconuts with black people and all that. And there's a little problems going on among them. But imagine his own club is doing that to him. So it shows you they hate our people, man. They just use our people, you know, for our abilities. But they still hate us, and that's how it's meant to be.
Said, bro, stop the game. I'm not gonna play like this. I'm coming here for the kids to have a good time.
That's crazy.
And he's like, just act like you don't hear it. And then I said, no, I'm not gonna act like this anymore. I'm on the biggest stage now of my career. I worked so hard to not act like this anymore, to not hear it, ignore it. So I just kicked the ball in the stands and I said, I'm not gonna play anymore. But the good part is we're going to the dressing room and like the
And that's it. That's what I wanted to just you know, that's what he said. I mean, he says some more in there, but the point is our people can't escape the curses, man. It doesn't matter. He even said he got to such a level, he thought he transcended, you know, that race and all that. Nah, man, it don't work like that. You didn't transcend race. It's still in your face, man. You know? There is no transcending the race issue, man. We're forever going to be below these Edomites in their society, all right? And that's just how it is until the Lord returns. So this is Genesis 3:15. And I'll put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed. And this is going into, when it says thy seed and her seed, it's pretty much going into the difference. You know, it's basically talking about the serpent. But when you go into the scriptures, right, the serpent, you know, is basically equated today. If you look, fast forward to today, is a so-called white man, all right? The serpent was a man in the garden, right, which was a man of color, but then in the reincarnation, he came back as who? He came back as Esau, right? All right, the serpent in the garden, Cain, Esau, pretty much are the same spirits, basically, all right? And Esau today is a so-called white man. So the scripture says there, and I'll put enmity, all right? It says, and I'll put enmity, which is a difference, all right, between, and basically enmity is pretty much like, let me double check the word enmity. Oh, bear with me a second. Yeah, there you go. So this is just a quick summary of it. A state or feeling of active opposition or hostility, all right? And hey, are we not in active opposition and in hostility to these Edomites? Yes, we are. So that's what that means there. And I'll put enmity, so a difference, a hostility, but a hostility between you, all right, between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed, all right, meaning, so between the Edomites and between the seed of Jacob, there's an enmity. Who are the Edomites today? The so-called white people. Who's the seeds of Jacob? You Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, all right. And a lot of our people are in denial of what's in front of them, man. They're trying to fit in with a society that's not for them. They're trying to end. How are you going to end racism when the Lord created a seed of people, which are the Edomites, to be in direct opposition to you, man? You're never going to end that. Even Kevin Boateng, he says it in the interview. He says, they ask him, so what's the solution for this racism thing? And he had to come to the conclusion. He even said it. He said it will never end. Nothing's ever going to change. He said, basically. That's what he said. Because he said, you know how in the football industry, what they'll do, they'll create adverts, you know, kick racism out of football. They'll wear all these banners and symbols and all this bullshit. But guess what? Kevin Prince Boateng even said it ain't going to change. That ain't going to change nothing. Exactly, it won't. Because the only one that will change it is Yahweh Shai, right? Which is who the world ignorantly calls that J word. He's going to return to change it. So this is what it says. And between thy seed and her seed, and it shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. So there's an enmity, a direct opposition between us and these so-called white people, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, which were the seeds of Jacob, and they are the seed of Esau, right? But the majority of our people, they want to be, they're blind to this. They don't know this truth, man. That's the point. The ones that do are the hopeful elect brothers and sisters that believe, that know this knowledge, man. Rest of our people are blinded, all right? They're still forever trying to fit in with Edomites. Why do you hate me? You know? Don't understand what the hell's going on, man. They hate you. You're meant to hate them back. That's just the natural order of things. You see? Every race, every nation sticks to their own. They hate one another. Like East Indians don't like so-called white people. They might do business with each other, but they don't like each other. So-called Chinese, they don't like the so-called white man. They might do business with each other, but guess what? They don't like each other. They're racist. They prefer their own people. That's what the concepts our people don't understand, man. All right, or the reality. So anyway, let me read this. Deuteronomy 28 and 43. The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low. Has that not happened to our people? All right, it has. It has, man. All right. These Edomites, which are the strangers, all right, and these other nations, the Lord has cursed us for them to be over us, all right? The heathens are basically have surpassed us, man, in this world. They're over us. We're at the bottom. All right, they have all the inventions, they have all the money, they have all the wealth, the businesses, and they've blocked our people away from any access of that because it's part of our curses. So it says, the stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low. He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him. He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail. This is the point that I wanted to get out of it, meaning they're going to be the head, meaning they're going to be on top of us. And it says, and thou shalt be the tail, meaning we're going to be at the bottom, all right? And that's how this system's set up. Our people are at the bottom. Even if you become an international soccer star or whatever, basketballer, you're still at the bottom. You're still an N-word to them. You're just a N-word that they've allowed to have a bit of money, all right? But they own us, man. We're in captivity under them. So he lends to us. We don't lend to them. See, when you're in rulership, you're the one that, when you rule, you give people a portion of money, basically. You give them, they have to come to you for everything. And that's what we have to do in this world, man. All right? But that's the mentality you're meant to have, is really you're supposed to want the Lord to come back so then we can be on top. So we can be the ones ruling. That's the mentality our people got to have. Not to play for AC Milan or Real Madrid or these big Edomite football clubs, man, which are nothing but coliseums. We're just entertainment for them. High-paid entertainment. All right? So it says, moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee. Yeah, all these curses have come upon us, man. And shall pursue thee. That's why our people are continuously fighting and complaining about the injustices done unto them. All right? But they're complaining to the wrong person. They're complaining to the same person that does the injustices to them in the first place. You're meant to complain to Yahweh Shai, man. That's who we're supposed to complain to. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. So it says, moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee and shall pursue thee and overtake thee till thou be destroyed. Thou shalt, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy power to keep his commandments and his statutes, which he commanded thee. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and a wonder, and upon thy seed forever. And these curses are upon our people. So we know who the Israelites are, because our people can be in Japan. You got a lot of our people mingled in Japan. The men of our nation have laid with the women in Japan and have had babies and children. And guess what? Their children suffer over there, man. They're under curses. They suffer. They get called all the bywords. They got curses on them. The same way our people have curses over here in Europe, in America. All right? They're a sign unto us. So we know who the children of Israel are. Even just the simple fact that our people are still fighting for any kind of equality in the society that hates them, that proves who our people are. And guess what? The elites of all these nations, the elites of the so-called white man, the Edomite nation, the Ammonites, all these heathens, their elite powers, they know who we are as a people, all right? They know who we are as a people. They know we're the children of Israel. And the main thing they've tried to do for all these years, while they've been oppressing us, is keep us away from the knowledge of who we are. All right, but we've come back to it now. Or at least the hopeful elect is coming back to it. So it says, and they shall be a sign and a wonder and upon thy seed forever. And these curses are a sign and a wonder upon us, man. All right? It's evident who we are as a people, man, by what we go through, But these things are about to change because, the Lord's coming back. All right? Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Shai is about to make his second coming, all right? And whom the world ignorantly calls that J word, which his name's Yahweh Shai, he's a so-called black man, all right? And his image and his name's been blasphemed on the earth. So he's coming back to take all you heathens down, man, And yeah, Yahweh Shai is who the world ignorantly calls the J word. He's a racist. He only cares about his people, all right? That's the true meaning of that word, man. Basically, you're for your own kind, all right? But our people have been duped and deceived in this world, man. Oh, keep fighting for equality while these other races and nations, while these other heathens are on top of us, all right? Playing the tricks on our people's minds, man. Anyway, let me read this. This is 2 Ezra 6 and 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times, or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? All right, the end of the first is what? This kingdom that we're in now, basically. And the beginning of it that followeth is what? The kingdom that's to come. The kingdom of heaven, which is only for the Israelites. To see the next rulership on the planet is only going to be for Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, all right? The other nations, in particular the so-called white man, they're going to be beneath us. See, the so-called white man, he's going to be way below. He's going to be below all the heathens, all right? So the end of the first is this current world we're in. And we can see we're getting close to the Lord's second coming with all the turmoil on the planet right now. We know that the Lord's close to returning, all right? Yep. What shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth, all right? Which is our kingdom. So basically pretty much Ezra was asking, when are you going to return, Lord, basically, you know? And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. When the two sons were born, the twins were born, Esau was born first, and the heel of Esau was held by Jacob. And we always mention this. That's symbolic of basically the Jacobites, which are the Israelites, pulling the Edomites out of power. And who's going to be the main one to do that? Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai, the Lord and Savior of Israel, he's coming to pull the Edomites out of the seat of authority, man. They're the ones that govern this earth. They're going to be the ones to go down. The Edomites will be ruling in the last days. And who's the ones on top right now in this world? The Edomites, so-called white people, whether they're in Italy, whether they're in Australia, whether they're in Russia, they're all one people. They're Edomites. There's no difference. So it says, and he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, all right? And Esau is the end of this world, all right, which is a so-called white man. This is the end of their world, man. This system we're currently in, this is the last remaining minutes of this society we're in, man. Okay? And it says, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Jacob is you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, all right? We're the ones to rule the world next, all right? So all the things our people are going through now in the next world, we're the ones that's going to be on top. We're going to be, basically we're going to be putting the hell on the other people in the next world. We're going to be ruling over them, Everything that's gone on to our people in this world is going to be reversed, man. So that's the point. For Esau's the end of this world. This is Esau's the end of the world. Who's Esau? The so-called white man. Beginning with them small hats in the Israeli state, all right? Those people, right? They're Edomites. They're the end of this world. And Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. We are Jacob. Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, all right? We're Jacob. And we're the beginning of the next world, man. And our Lord's almost here, all right? So with that, I'm going to say all praises unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to the hopeful elect Akim that teaching this word. Shalom Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai Bahasham Rucha Kodash. Shalom Akim. Shalom.